channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise, and I'm doing a shopping haul. Obviously, you would have known that from the title of the video. I shop for myself, my adult son and my 2 dogs, just so you know. I will mention Corey, who's my son, and I've got the dogs Chip and Dale, who you'll hear them around. I mean, Chip's already walking up and down the hall because he knows I can hear him. So if you enjoy hauls, you enjoy just random things in between, I do like some cooking and things in between whatever I'm doing with my life, then don't forget to subscribe down below and give me a comment and a like if you enjoy. So this week, no makeup. I've got a cold coming on quite strong and my eyes are hurting and things. I just didn't feel like makeup was the best option for me today, because usually I do a whole makeup look because it's my relaxed day, Saturday. I usually shop on the Friday, and it's just a time, you know, to mess around with makeup and have a bit of fun, and I enjoy doing it. So that's, you know, none this week, but that's the reason. So this week's shop, now I go to Asda all the time, and then I randomly go to other shops if I need some bits. I knew there was some things I needed in other shops that were cheaper than Asda, because clearly we have to shop differently now. So we have a budget of £60. Sorry, I am going to jump around a bit. I know I am, because I've been doing it in my own head, like to myself all morning. £60 is our budget. We actually hit 58, which is the closest to budget we've got for a long time. That was quite a shock, because I think we're averaging around the 40 mark most weeks. Actually went into Asda, Iceland, Pound Store and Tesco. Not a lot of things from the other 3. Asda is always my main shop. I'm doing it like that because I know where things are. Sorry, that made no sense. So I went into Asda. First item I saw is something I buy every week, and I know that there was a price hike on it probably, I know, about 6 weeks, 2 months ago, and there's a big price hike on it today. So I sort of went into a little bit of like a anxiety panic type mode for a couple of aisles, and I was just looking at anything that was reduced, anything that was on a good deal, even if I didn't need it right now, but it's something would be in like my normally be in my cupboards or my freezer or anything. So I know I'm going to have to shop differently from now on, because if this is the £60 haul, I know it wasn't. Like, we're getting an awful lot less for our money now. That's what I'm trying to get at. I mean, I know you know that, but if things go on the way they're going, and my videos are going to be 5 minutes long, and that's scary stuff. So I'm just going to explain what I've got, why I got it, because that's the way I do it. I will try and keep up with prices. Clearly, it's a little bit of a struggle, because I'm trying to give you the now price and the was price, just so you can judge things. It'll help you, hopefully, when you shop, if you go into different shops and stuff, to like judge prices compared to other shops. That's the idea behind this anyway. I feel like I'm talking into my head right now. This is weird. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. I think I've got it all out of the way. And let's do the haul. No fresh stuff again. My salad is still pretty good. Got lots of frozen veggies, so I didn't really need a lot of bits. I've tried to keep it in groups of shops, so we'll just work through as we go along. Now, okay, butter. I always get a butter. We'd normally get the 250 grams. We're now having to get the 500 grams. I just cut the thing in half and put half in my dish and the rest in the fridge to keep it better for longer, I guess. So the reason I'm getting the larger slab is to save money. The smaller slab is £1.75 for the 250 gram now, and this is £3.25. So, you know, we're saving a few pence on that one, and that's the way we're going to have to work with it. Cheese, this is my favourite one. I absolutely love this one. It's the mature white one, and it is a good mature white one, and it is the 825 grams. This is still £3.65. Nobody's touched the price on this. Let's hope they don't. This one's the culprit. So this is the first thing I actually picked up. Now, I bought this originally, like I said, 6 weeks, 2 months ago, roughly around that sort of time. My timelines are never going to be perfect. This was £1.80. Went up to £1.82, which is fine. I mean, it's still not terrible, but it's gone up to £1.94. That's a big price hike. That freaks me out a tad. You do get 1.1 kilograms of chicken thighs in this, so that's still good. I actually don't buy this for me, or for Corey. This is actually for the dogs, because I do make my own dog food. I do a crock pot full, which covers them for about 5 days usually. And then they have dog meat for the 2 days where I am like cleaning up from, because I keep it in the crock pot for the week in the fridge, cleaning that one and then having to make the next one that's, you know, a good few hours. And it's the timings when I get it in and when it's cooled down enough. So it's usually about 2 days where they'll have dog meat and then they have the home cooked foods the rest of the week. And the only reason I go with the thighs is because it's the cheapest option and they really enjoy it. Milk is £1.25 for 4 pints, semi-skimmed, just a standard one that I always have there. And I was still on a bit of a freaky mode at that point, so freaky, that's the wrong word, panicky mode. Tuna hasn't gone up, it's still 59p for this one. Now this is really, really good. Anybody that hasn't tried it, this tuna chunks in brine, their own smart price one. I've never found any bones or scales in this one, so I really enjoy this one. But I picked up 2 because I think I want to try and get my stocks up. I know I keep saying it and I'm not really doing very well with it, but I think maybe I've been I think it's hit me a little bit more, so I'm going to start trying to shop differently, like I said. Well, we'll see. Kidney beans, 33p a tin. And the beans are 33 or 35. I can never remember for a single can price. They're 33 or 35. But they're £1.10 for 4, so you're saving a bit of money doing it that way, so I just buy the 4. Corey and I do enjoy beans on toast. Absolutely love beans on toast. And Corey did surprise me on my birthday this week with a fry-up, so clearly I had some beans for that as well. And it was very nice. This was the aisle after that happened, so I was having a really good look through the reduced things, and it was early in the day, so I was surprised I found anything. Now, I can't remember if I've tried this one before. I am not a vegetarian, but I enjoy veggie foods a lot more, so I tend to buy myself more of that. Oh, look, this one's actually a vegan one. So this is the Corn Pasty. It says was £1.30 on here, but there's 2 tickets, so I don't know if it's actually more expensive than that, but it was 37p. So this will go in the freezer and this will just sit there until I want a meal with that one. That was a lot of these, when I get these sticker ones, it's just I'm thinking in the future with them. This was another one of those. Now, I know Corey likes pickles in blankets because every Christmas he asks for them. And I never buy them in between. And I don't know what that's about. But I just thought that would be a nice thing because I know he likes them. Maybe he'll have it, you know, we'll have a roast dinner before Christmas. So, yeah, I got them because they actually reduced to £1.04. Now, the top price there is £1.68, but there is, again, another sticker underneath. So I'm assuming it's more than that. But I don't know if I've ever bought the fresh ones. And they look really good, like good bit of bacon on it. You know, a lot of time it's just all the fatty crap, but this is some good meat on there, so hopefully he'll enjoy those. Dairy triangles, don't need them. They were down to £1.50. I know they go up to about £2.50. I think this is the 16 triangles in this one, so £1.50 is really good. And because they're individually wrapped, they last a long time. Actually, don't know what the date is on them. I've never actually looked at the dates on these things. There you go, 30th of the 9th, so September. Loads of time on it. And because they're individually wrapped, they last a lot longer anyway. I picked this one up and now I can't remember if I've tried these before or not. Really can't remember. So they're the plant-based hot and smoky hot dogs. Smoky and succulent. See, all the good trigger words that make you want to buy them. Again, because plant-based foods are usually quite expensive. I got that £1.15. Top price there is £1.79, but again, there's another sticker underneath, so I don't know how much that was. But £1.15 for 4 the decent sized sausages. And I've wanted hot dogs for a while as well. Clearly not going to have them because I've just thought of it. I didn't get any buns, so hot dogs will be in my future. This was another, again, yellow sticker. Mac and cheese bake. Sounds good though. And I don't know if I don't know if we've tried them before. My memory's really bad for me at the moment. 42p. Top price there was 75, but there's another sticker underneath. So I don't know how much these are, but I think they're over £1, so that's still a good price. Either Corey or I will try that. Got some blueberries. I did really want some grapes, and I looked through them all, and they were only 50 something p, but they were just a bit too mushy. You know, they weren't salvageable. 68p. They have, what's that? That was yesterday's date on them. They look pretty good, but they look like they might be on the turn fairly soon. So I think what I'm going to do is just shove them in the freezer, and then I can just get a handful out as I want them. So cheap reduced stuff is still good if you've got a good freezer. Dr. Pepper, this is a standard one on there. There's usually 2 there, but Corey usually takes it the night that I buy it. Like I said, I buy it on a Friday and I haul it on a Saturday. This is £1.70 for 1 or 2 for £3, so I get the £3 deal for him. Crisps. Now this is another hike. Big one as well. So I've just checked the receipt. When I last bought these were £2.85, 28 bags. Really, really good price. I mean, it's not really bad price still, but it's a massive hike for one item. So they were £2.85, now they're £3.50. That's really high. Normally you expect, you know, 5, maybe 10p really pushing it. That is a lot. So yeah, I really ummed and ahed about those. I had to really, it takes me a while to get these things in my head. It's still a good price. There's 28 bags in there. You know, like, I'm so bad with these things. But yeah, £3.50 now. So huge hike in that one. 2 dog foods this week. Don't really need a lot, so I'm just making sure I don't run out or anything. Like I said, they only have it for 2 days and I still got some left over. These are 60p for a sachet or packet or whatever you want to call it. I got the beef and I got the chicken and lamb. Really fancied Rolos, and these are actually 4 for £1. And I've got caramel biscuits. These are just to sit in the cupboards if we want them. These were 65, they're now 89p. So still good price, but yeah, they are duty as well. But got some more carrots. These are for the dog food. The dog meals, they always have carrots. I know they really enjoy the carrots. £1.10 for the big bag, so that's a really good one. I'm not actually out yet, but I think this next slow cooker meal that I'm going to do, I will be out of it. And I didn't actually, I had no intention of buying these, but the ticket said that they were down to £1.25 from £1.60 something. I didn't think that they were that expensive last time I bought them, but they probably would have been. But you know, if it's a saving, again, pick it up. Actually, absolutely full in the freezer now, so I might not need to get any frozen stuff next week. Loaf of bread is been cracked into because, you know, clearly Corey had breakfast. This is 60p for a base. It's a decent loaf of bread, but I always mention it just in case you're new here. You wouldn't have heard this before. Everybody else has heard it literally every haul. That they do this one in Tesco's. Exactly the same wrapper and in colours and all that sort of stuff, but it is a different bread because it's way better in taste. It's way better. This is decent and we have it all the time, but if I was in Tesco's and I hadn't already bought this, because I did go to Tesco's but I had already bought this, I would have bought the Tesco one. So yeah. And like I said, I've got a cold going on, so I just picked up some more of the balsam tissues because they're having that balm in it. It's not called balsam, the posh one's called balsam. Having the balm in it really does make a difference. You know, when you're having to sneeze a lot or blow your nose, whatever, it does make a difference. You don't get that quite so red nose. So I always get these, and they are 2 for £2. Toilet roll. Now, it's the first time I bought this one for ages last week because I do prefer the Tesco's. Apparently somebody told me actually last week that Tesco's are not supposed to be doing their one anymore, which is a shame, but it was decent, so I just got another one of those at £1.96 or £1.98 for 6 rolls, but they're saying that it's 12 rolls but put onto 6 holders, so it has lasted longer. So yeah, clearly they're telling the truth about that one. We'll let them off. And my eyes have just been feeling really funny. I'm not sure what it is, if it's dry eyes or irritated eyes, but I just went with what it's supposed to do on here. And this one says gently relieve and soothe, and it sounds about right. So these are just eye drops, £2.50 for these ones. And Corey specifically asked for some ice creams. He said he came in and actually said, can you get me ice cream on a stick? Do you know what that means? So yeah, I get that. He wants an ice lolly, but he just wants mainly ice cream part of it. So I've got the Magnums because I know Corey and I both enjoy the Magnums a lot. You know, Magnum ice cream is it's a cut above, so you're going to pay more for Magnum, but they were on a deal for £2.50, and for 4 of them that it actually isn't that bad at all. So I was quite pleased that they had the deal on for that one. And I have got one more item for Asda. It's over here just because I'd already set up and then I realised I hadn't put this on. Don't need dog food. Dog biscuits, we've got plenty. But this was on a reduced thing and it didn't have any stickers anywhere. So I thought, oh, I'll just scan it thinking it's going to be a silly price. But it was £1.50 and there's 3 kilograms in that one. And it's supposed to be the soft ones. I always like to get the softer ones for the dogs, because they're getting on now and it just helps the situation. But that's a really good one, and the date was December this year, so that should be used by those. That's Asda. We'll move on to Iceland. I've seen these a few times before. Now, we don't really get through that many chips anymore. Corey used to have loads of chips, but we don't really tend to go through them so much, so don't mind paying a little bit more for something a little bit different. In the cheaper options, I've never seen a barbecue flavour chip before. McCain is a good make, it's a brand, and it's supposed to be £3, and I've looked at it every time I've been in. I've looked at it and I thought, oh, I really don't want to pay £3 for it, so I've gone past. But it had a not reduced, a deal for £1.75 if you have a card, a Iceland card, which I do happen to have one. Well, I have an app that I've never used before, so I did cause a little bit of a queue, but I got it for £1.75, so it was a £1.25 saving on that one. And it was just because it's Corey and I both enjoy barbecue flavours anyway. Oh, I didn't even read that. It's got flavour sachets in it. I assumed they were already flavoured, but it's got flavour sachets. Okay, that's interesting. That's new. Okay, that would be an interesting way of doing that one. So there you go. Should read the packet, shouldn't I? We've got the ready meals, as I mentioned last week. Corey really enjoys the sausage and beans, and every time he's cooked it, they smell so good and they look so good that I should get myself one. So I did remember, so I've got 2, one for Corey and one for me. And also got the chicken stew and dumplings. Corey really enjoys that one. And I found a cottage pie, which actually doesn't have vegetables in it, which Corey was really excited about because he enjoys that meaty, potatoey type meal, you know. That's Corey. So he did try this already and he gives it a thumbs up. So all of these range of meals that we bought so far have been a hit. The only one that Corey would not recommend for Iceland is the lasagna. So that was interesting. And this is I don't know if it was a I can't even think of the word that I'm trying to say. You know, coincidence or whatever. I've got a cold and I needed to buy some more cold things. And they have these, which are the Beechums, and they're 16 capsules, and they were reduced to 50p. So I picked 2 up because in England, I don't know if it's everywhere, you're only allowed to buy 2 packets of medications when it has like paracetamols or ibuprofen or aspirin or things like that. You're only allowed to purchase 2 in one transaction on one day or whatever. You know, they won't let you go around in circles and keep buying them. But yeah, 50p for that is a really, really good price. And that is our Iceland bit. Tesco's, I randomly actually was just in there just looking at the reduced bit, and I found this. Now I know Corey absolutely loves duck. I never buy duck because it's so expensive, but this was in the reduced section. I say that, the only time I've ever bought duck was for Christmas, but Christmas don't count. And it says it was £4.15. It's down to £2.34, which is a really good price for that. So I don't know if we're going to do a roast dinner or we'll shred it or something. I don't know, but that's going to just sit in the freezer until we decide what to do with that one. I got Kiwi in there. Now, I did have them in Iceland, but they were a pack of 6, I believe, for £1.20. These are a pack of 6, but they're 80p. So I got them in there. Haven't had kiwi for the longest time, and they're not very ripe, so they will have to sit on the windowsill till they ripen up a little bit. And this was, I actually wanted to get some bagels actually, but I couldn't find, the bagels were not on a deal, and they're £1.75 for a whole pack, and I refuse to pay full price for them. I like something bready to sit in the freezer, so if, you know, I don't fancy bread, I can just take one slice out, like it'll be one bagel, and just have that, because they defrost so quick. But I actually found this, which is sliced focaccia. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It says 170, but there's another ticket underneath again. Down to 32p for 4 of them. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm going to try and think of something clever. We'll see. That was all in Tesco's, and then I went in the pound store because Corey's mentioned about ice cream on a stick, and I know he loves cookie dough ice cream, and I know they have the ice cream on a stick now. and these are actually, I think they're on a deal at the moment in Asda, but they're still £3 for a packet. You get 3 lollies in this, and they're only £1.50 in Pound Store. So it was definitely worth going up there, because clearly I've got double the amount. I mean, I didn't have to buy double, but I just did it. It was one of those shops where I weren't really thinking, I was just doing. And I got another one. These are the Boost bars, and they are £2 for 3 of them. Again, it's not that bad. I mean, it's Cadbury's. For most of these type things, they're usually branded and they're usually more expensive. So that's this week's haul. I mean, I didn't actually do bad for my money. I only went in with a list that had 4 items on it, so I sort of was winging it anyway. And like I've mentioned before, you know, our freezer's so full. I feel like I probably overbuy for the fact there's only 2 of his here. You know, I used to buy for like my daughter as well, and then my my boyfriend at the time, so I would purchase more items and the food would go down quicker. And I don't think I'm out of that mindset yet, because of the fact that I have a huge freezer in the house. I have a small one outside there, jam-packed, you know, all my cupboards and my fridge, everything's full. So I could have probably done without most of that, but with the hikes, it's not bad to have extras of things in. And I've checked all the lice and things, you know, I'll be freezing things and stuff like that, so nothing will go to waste. That's it. I'm run out of things to say, and I need to go and take some painkillers now. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.